I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of the insanity that is the Archmage now after the recent buffs, but how strong is it really? Well, in today's video, we're going to find that out through Black Bordering Dark Dungeons, which is one of the top 3 most difficult maps in BTD6. So why is this map so difficult? First off, there's 3 separate Bloon paths, and there is 2 separate Moab paths, and on top of that, there is line of sight blockers literally everywhere on this map, which gives a good reason to use the Archmage, which ignores these obstacles. So can I get my 4th ever Black Border with the Archmage? Let's find out. And if you enjoy the Expert Chimps content, don't forget to use code Mehalic Pops in the BT6 item shop. Thank you for your support. All right, here we go, guys. Dark Dungeons. I mean, look how crazy the paths look right now with all of the arrows coming in. But round 6, we have 3 dart start, and these are the dart monkey placements you want to go with. They are somewhat pixel perfect, so be careful with the placements, but I don't think it's like super finicky. It's not that hard to hit the placements correctly, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, that should defend round 6. It should defend most of round 7. And then at the end of round 7, I'm gonna get another dart monkey right here, I'm pretty sure. Perfect. Because there'll be like 1 red balloon that gets through, yeah. I am using a guide, by the way, for the starting dart placements, just the first couple of rounds for my man Dorio. But then after that, I'll be off the reins with my own strategy. That's kind of how I've been doing these expert chimps, because if you don't have a guide for the starting placements, then you're gonna take a very long time in the first like 10 rounds. I might need to use the trap on the left here. I think I do. Yeah, we'll use the trap there. First trap usage of the game, and now I'm going to get an engineer on the left. And I think with this setup right here, I can probably get my Sada down, which is the plan. We definitely want to get Sada down early. Which Sada is a pretty solid hero for this map because you can play Sada right here, which is a good intersection between 2 paths. And Sada's abilities just work really well on this map too. The sword charge is very strong, so yeah. I think round 13 Sada is pretty solid. Wait, okay, we actually almost died there. That would have been bad. I got that trap usage just in time though. One other thing about this map, which I didn't talk about beforehand, is these torches in the middle. If the torch is lit up, that means you can use the trap, which pops some balloons. This torch, it does have a small cooldown though, which is why it's not lit right now. So yeah. That is one thing that's noteworthy about this map, obviously. Wait, what? I think I need to put these dart monkeys on strong. Let me retry that last round. Is that what I need to do on round 14 here? Trying to figure out why I went down. I think I still died to the middle path this round. I didn't die to the right path that round though. Alright, this time around in round 14, I'm gonna get this middle dart to quick shots, and I'm gonna be building the dart monkey towards a triple dart for early game defense. So having just 15% more attack speed on the dart monkey or whatever should help me out quite a bit. Let's see if we defend here. It looks like we do defend. Okay. We have very quick shots now. Now, round 15 is typically a difficult one. I think I'll probably have to deploy my trap cards here to beat this round. We'll see. We have both these darts on strong. Let's deploy a trap. And yeah, we gotta deploy this trap as well. And we're good. And then round 16, can probably get this triple dart up finally. Perfect. I do have the Sada Leaping Sword available now too, so that can help, that can bail me out of trouble if something happens. But we're gonna be working towards a sentry gun on this engineer for early game as well. Sentry gun, perfect. All right, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I like this. All right, the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is get 2 glue gunners. Actually, glue gunners are surprisingly effective on this map, and it's gonna be on the right path and left path. And I think both of these glue gunners are going to end up being a 2-1-0 corrosive with bigger globs. Pretty cheap, but it's gonna give me lead popping. It's gonna slow down the balloons and give us just some extra DPS on both ends. All right, corrosive, we got the first one down. Now that I have that up, we probably should put this bottom dart to first, so then the bottom dart doesn't mess up my corrosive hitting the highest layer. And now we're gonna work the second glue gunner up. Okay, we're good against the middle path. Things are starting to look scary on the middle path, but we're chilling. All right. Oh, camo balloon. Okay, I could use the Sada Leaping Sword against this, but I'm just gonna use a trap. We'll just use a trap against that. All right, and now that I have that up, I need lead popping for this middle path, because the other 2 paths have lead popping, obviously. And I think I'm going to get lead popping in the form of a druid. I'll be building this into a Druid of the Jungle later, which is really solid on this map because it can have map-wide range and it doesn't care about walls blocking the line of sight and everything. So let's get just 2 hard thorns here. How are we looking? We're looking pretty solid in all honesty. After I got these glue gunners down, things started to get a little bit easy for me. And we got this as Thorn Storm as well. And we should be able to deal with leads on all 3 paths now, which is fantastic. And it looks like we are. In all honesty, before I even get Druid of the Jungle, what I might actually want to do is go for Spike Factories just to play it safe, because this is a black border run. I'll be using 2 Spike Factories this run. One of them placed right here. This Spike Factory spot's really good because later in the game, this path actually starts opening up. This path is only Moabs, and this path is Moabs as well. So Moabs take 2 paths, Bloons take 3 paths. So this Spike Factory hits 2 of the paths. And then I'll also be placing a Spike Factory over here later, which will be just covering the end of the track. And we should get that second Spike Factory in time, just in time for round 33, which is a pretty big camo round. So let's see. And now I have camo detection on all 3 paths, Spike Factory, and Sada. Hopefully this defends. And it's looking like it does. We're good. All right, this is actually really good. Lead popping on all 3 paths, camo popping on all 3 paths. I like how we're feeling here. What I'd like to do at some point is get a village in here, because I'm going to be placing a lot of towers in this like top left area. So getting a discount before I get upgrades would be important, but I don't know how greedy I can actually be with the discounts is my question. Before I do any discount shenanigans though, I think I'll probably get a wizard here on this path with a wall of fire. Okay, round 36 here. No way! I just let that happen. Oh my gosh, no! I can't believe I forgot about round 36 being so difficult. I got the Wolfire on the right for round 36, but what do I do for the left? I think all I probably need to do is get bigger stacks on this guy. Yeah, that's all I need to do. Wall of Fire on the right, bigger stacks on the left. Okay. Well, at least we know for the next run. I'm going to play out a couple more rounds here before we do our next run, just because I want to play out to round 40 is my plan. It looks like so far we've been solid after I got that bigger stacks up. Now, what would I do against the Moab is my question. What I can actually do here is I'll have an Alchemist right here. We'll give this AMD buff, which doubles the spikes damage against Moabs. And then against the Moab, I'll put this on far targeting, which will throw spikes right there. And I'll put this on smart, put them in the back, and then after this pops the Moab, we use Leaping Sword. Okay. I'm going to restart now, and I'll catch you guys back on round 40 with this setup. All right, guys, we're back on round 39 now, and obviously the Moab will be coming out next round, so we'll do the exact same thing I talked about, where I put this on far targeting, throw down some spikes, put this back on smart, and these spikes should pop it to the point where I can Leaping Sword. Yep, there we go, perfect. That worked out really well. And honestly, I think I'll just build up an Alch buff on this. Is a good play. Yeah, we'll do that. So what's the weakest lane right now? Maybe the left lane. I'm probably gonna get a Wall of Fire in this intersection as well. And I'll probably build both of these Wall of Fires into Dragon Breaths later, is my plan. Or actually, maybe just leave it as a Fireball, and then I can get a discount village in here and discount the Wall of Fire. We'll do that. Try to save some money. Oh wait, this round has Camo Bloons, doesn't it? Camo round. We'll use these traps to help save me, because I'm scared of camos. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Ceramics. Oh no, I'm dead. No way, dude. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I'm just being too greedy or something. What do I do against this round? The middle path actually killed me. I guess I could have just used Leaping Sword was all I needed probably. Man, this is like my 3rd death already. That's not good. So what am I gonna do here? I think what I'm gonna do actually, I died to the middle lane last time, is work towards a Druid of the Storm for the middle lane. And that actually should be pretty effective. The Druid of the Storm is just gonna blow back, and we'll have some nice late game help too with just the blowback versus super ceramics and stuff. But it looks like we did defend that round this time. Okay, it was a little bit scary, I'm not gonna lie, but we're good. And we'll get the Storm up, perfect. I don't know which one to get up to Dragon's Breath first though is my question. I guess we'll get the left one to Dragon's Breath. We'll get discounts here. And then this round, I should be able to get my Dragon's Breath up. Camo purples aren't a problem for us. Sada cleans that up. Dragon's Breath, perfect. Okay, Dragon's Breath on the right now. All right, I'm feeling pretty comfortable now. I think the middle lane is probably my weakest link now, I'd imagine. So let's build this into a Spiked Bowls. Actually, just Moabs in this round. We'll put this on far targeting at the start, and then I'll put on smart. And that should pop the Moab, and now we blow back the ceramics. Yep, that's good. Okay, and I'm just gonna get the spiked bowls up as early as possible. Come on. We're fine. Let's get Heart of Vengeance on this as well. No way I die against that! Alright, one main difference this time. I didn't buy 2 Dragon's Breaths early, which allows me to have spike bowls at the very start of this round. Which should allow me to defend pretty easily, I'd imagine. We're gonna defend that first Moab there. Okay, actually that was not as cleanly done as I would like. Maybe get Heart of Vengeance on this as well. I put too many spikes on far targeting at the start there. And then we are going to get this guy up in a second. Dragon's Breath, perfect. Second Moab. Alright, we defended the middle lane this time. That's good. We're gonna use a Leaping Sword here. Wait. Now. Perfect. We're good against this middle lane, right? Spike Bowls defends those Camel Ceramics, right? Right, Spike Bowls. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna get a Mermonkey here later anyways. I have my whole, like, defensive setup in mind for what I want late game, but I panicked there. I panicked. Okay, what do I want to buy next? I need to be smart about this. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Maybe Abyssal Dweller? The Abyssal Dweller Pierce buff does help the Spike Factory quite a bit, which is always nice. I think at this point, I'm gonna get Stronger Stimulant on this to get a better Elk buff, and I can finally get the Wizard down, which is going to be my Archmage. Right about here is the Wizard placement. And this Elk buff will Elk buff my Wizard, and will Elk buff the Spike Factory. One other thing I want to do is get an Elk buff here for this Spike Factory. Perfect. And then I think I want to get an Elk buff over here as well for this Wizard. And then with the second Elk buff up, I'll start upgrading this Wizard in the middle. Actually, I think I'm going to build this into a Spiked Bowls still. Just an early Spiked Bowls is fine. Okay, wait. BFB. Far targeting. For a couple of these. Smart targeting again. Let's use you now. Okay, we're good, we're good. That got a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. BFBs are no joke. Big purple round. Purple rounds are scary. I'm gonna get glue splatter on this. Yeah. I'm scared about round 63 right now, is my worry. I'm not sure how we're gonna look. I don't think I need glue splatter on the left. I think we're decent on the left lane against round 63. It's the right lane that I'm worried about. Yeah, we're good. I think we'll get jungle drums on this village. Mid-round. Use you, use you. How are we looking? Jungle drums. Second set, I'm gonna use a leaping sword here. Do I need to use a sword charge or am I good? We're actually good. Wait a second. We're defending this easier than I thought. I can use sword charge for third set. All right, we're fine. Round 63 was not as bad as I thought it would be for us. The middle lane's a problem. The middle lane's a problem. Okay. We're fine. I need to get this arcane spike up soon. Because we don't have that much mob class damage on the middle lane without arcane spike. I guess we have the spiked bowls, but that's not fantastic. I'll get perishing potions up too. Perishing potions actually has some decent mob damage and it buffs longer. Camel fortified ceramics, these shouldn't be a problem for us. The Elk buff Dragon's Breath is really strong on the right. Yeah, okay. Soon here I can get the arcane spike up. Pretty soon. We're close to it. Another BFB. We use the leaping sword here. Dude, the leaping sword pretty much pops the BFB layer entirely. That's kind of crazy. Oh, that got a little scary. We're chilling though. I think we can finally get it up, guys. Arcane Spike has been bought. That's fantastic. And the reason why this is so good on this map, I think I said it earlier, but it's because it sees through walls. So it actually can see this top Moab path too, which is exactly what we want. And it obviously got buffed an insane amount in the recent update too. Honestly, I'm not sure what to buy next. I think the next thing I'll purchase... Can I fit a tower here? I kind of misplaced this village because I wanted to place it where I could fit an ice tower underneath the village. Wait, I think I just saw it actually. There it is, wait. Perfect, okay. And I'm gonna get this to a cryo cannon. The cryo cannon's actually really good at ceramic cleanup. Stoling the ceramics in my Dragon's Breath will do more. That's a good pairing. And last but not least, on the left side here, I am going to get an Elk buff for my Dragon's Breath too. I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I think with this setup right here, I might try to make the save for the Archmage now. Round 75. This could be a pretty scary round. You can see the cryo cannon at work though. That's good. We're vibing. Well, actually, before... No way! Oh my gosh, I'm just not paying attention, bro. I'm just not paying attention. I had sword charge available too. What I was trying to say before I died too was I'm gonna get a village up here to get jungle drums. Like, I don't understand why I just don't sword charge that, bro. Oh, I guess I don't sword charge it because round 76, but round 76 is no issue for us, yeah. That's... Oh my gosh, bro. How did I mess that up? I should probably play out a couple more rounds, to be honest, just so I know what I'm doing. See if I can make the save for the Archmage here. So we know what's ahead of us, you know what I'm saying? We'll get jungle drums on this, though, because jungle drums is super important. It's going to buff all of these with jungle drums. All right, round 79 is looking actually pretty easy for our setup. This is not a problem. Fortified BFB might be a little bit scary. I don't think so, though. Arcane Spike on Strong is really good. And the balloon cleanup on this side is easy, too. Alright, how do we look against the ZOMG? We're gonna use the Solid Leaping Sword, obviously. I could target the Wolfire too if I really want to. I think I definitely use a Sword Charge. Okay, we're good. I'm what? 20k away on the save up? So I still got quite a bit to go. Got Super Ceramics now. Super Ceramics honestly are a lot better for Druid of the Storm though. The Pierce of the Druid of the Storm is utilized a lot better in Super Ceramics because it doesn't multiply in insides. Alright, if I beat this round, I think I get the Archmage up, ladies and gentlemen. Round 84 Archmage is what I would have been on pace for if I didn't die to round 75. Which just is still so frustrating for me. I can't believe I messed it up, yep. Alright, well, at least we know now, but we're restarting. Alright, we're back on round 75, guys. I'm not going to mess it up this time around. And we're about to get our Jungle Drums village this round as well is the plan, so... that should be pretty solid. Jungle Drums has been bought. Alright, how are we looking? We're looking good. Okay, that got a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. Let's use Sword Charge. Perfect, we're good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the round that I can get the Archmage on. Round 84, here we go. I am going to use the Sada Sword Charge to defend early. Come on, Archmage. Archmage has been bought. That's fantastic. It can't see ceramics on the top path here, but it can see Moabs. Well, actually, I think it can see ceramics when I have the Alk buff on it. So, yeah. Okay, that's a very big step for us. I think the next plan is to get this into a Spiked Mines. Spiked Mines is really good on this map, and I was talking about earlier how good the Spike Factory spot is, so, yeah. That's my next plan here. We're good against that. Do I buy Spiked Mines right now? Because I need the Camo Village for round... I'll have it up. I was gonna say, I need the Camo Village for round 90 to get my Archmage Camo Detection. But I'll have enough money by round 90 for it, so I'm fine. Fine, Spiked Mines. Okay. Raider Scanner has been bought. Perfect. Now the question is, what do I buy next? Probably Jungle Drums on this is a good buy. First things first. Round 90. DTs this round. We'll put Archmage on Strong. Archmage absolutely destroys DT, so that shouldn't be a problem. And Spiked Mines is actually pretty good as well. Wait, what the... No way! Oh my gosh, I didn't even think this would be a problem for me. I just needed to use a trap as ult too, I think. I can't believe it, dude. I actually can't believe it. This round's not even hard. I just lost focus. I didn't even think it would be a difficult round. What the heck, dude? I would have to wait, I died again. Okay, this round's actually a problem for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't really know how I could have done better. Maybe get a glue gunner up here. Because some of the ceramics were getting missed with the glue. I think it's only the top right path that I have issues with, is the thing. It's only the top right path. We're looking better this time, I've got to say. With the top glue. Yeah, we're okay. Dude, I can't believe we just died like that. That's actually so frustrating. We're gonna keep playing for a couple more rounds, though, just to see how this ends up playing out. I don't know what I'd want to buy next. Is that the last round with, like, fortified ceramics on this path? Because I don't think I need any more ceramic defense. Oh, that's on Strong. It probably should be on first. Yeah, first targeting's fine. Alright, round 92 does not appear to be a problem for me. For the most part, right? Yeah, we're good. I'll probably play out till round 95, and if I beat round 95, then I'm gonna restart. That's my plan. Round 94 here, though. How's it looking? Honestly, not looking terrible. We're doing pretty solid. Let's use a sword charge here. Okay, ceramic cleanup on the middle lane is something that I'm a little bit worried about too. It does appear we start to struggle against ceramic somewhat. Round 95 though, I think what I'll do is get a glue gunner here. And then I'm also going to get a cleansing foam. So I can decamo DTs for the glue gunner to hit them. Alright, how are we going to look against round 95? That's the question of the day. Do I defend this round? I'd imagine I do. Archmage on strong. Let's use sword charge now. Sword charge does an insane amount. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Okay, I'm gonna restart now. All right, here's round 95, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna get a mold press up at the top here. Just so then we can press some of the DTs. I have the cleansing foam and the mold glue over here. This mold glue should be on strong. And yeah, let's see if we can defend these DTs. I have the sword charge back available as well. Probably put Archmage on strong for now. I don't want to restart again. If I restart again, I'm going to be really upset if I die somehow again. It looks like though round 95 is actually pretty easy for our setup. It appears. I probably don't even need to use sword charge. Are we good? We're good, we're good. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I want to get a little bit better ceramic cleanup on the middle lane. So I'm going to get a cryo cannon here too, under the village and under my Abyssal Warrior range. And that should be a nice little help for us for ceramic cleanup. How are we looking? Let's use a sword charge here. We're good. That still looks pretty scary ceramic wise. The top ceramics aren't a problem at all because we have the spiked mines, but I don't think I have... Can I afford a second spiked mines? I don't think I can because I want a first strike for round 100, so a second spiked mines is too expensive. So in that case, I think I'm going to buy a Sabo. And then I still should be able to afford a first strike for round 100 with the Sabo, according to my calculations here. So that's the plan. We'll use the Sabo on round 98. I don't think we need it for round 97. How are we looking? We're good against that. Ideally, I have pretty much all my abilities available for 98, which I do. Okay. Here we go. This is the round I'm worried about. Round 98. Let's get it. Let's use Leaping Sword early. Put this on strong early. I'm gonna wait on the Sabo. Sabo now. Sword charge. Sword charge was massive for us. Almost as massive as the low taper fade meme, guys. Okay. We're defending. We're good, we're good. Hold the line. Hold the line. We're fine. Wait, do I afford this? Wait a second. How much money do I make from 99? 99, I make 2827. I don't afford. That's actually so bad. I don't afford it. What do I do then? I need single target. I might lose round 100 because I can't afford the first strike. I think Spike Storm's the best play. Just inside of Abyssal Warrior's range. I can't get inside the village and Warrior range. I can't afford Spike Storm either. Wait, no, I can afford Spike Storm. I can afford Spike Storm. I make money this round. I make money this round. What am I thinking? Spike Storm's affordable. Strong. We're good against the DTs. I knew those wouldn't be a problem. Okay. Alright, does this defend? I'm not too excited about this. I don't think it does, because Spike Storm's not that good on this map. The spikes have to disperse too many directions. Yeah, we didn't do that much damage there. That was like not that much. I'm dead. Dang it, dude. I was like $200 off. That's so frustrating. I've got to restart because of that.
One eternity later.
Defend, defend. We're good. Okay. Barely afford it. Oh my gosh, that was close. Our math was correct though. Okay. Round 100. Everything on the line here. I guess I can upgrade quick shots. I want to put this on far targeting. Basically, we need to pop the BAD down to last damage stage. And then after we have it on the last damage stage, we First strike it. You saw this, that ability. Let's use Leaping Sword here. Don't first strike yet. Oh, do I have the damage? Wait a sec. I might not. Saw the Leaping Sword again. We did it. Oh my gosh, that was so close. We did it. The question is, do I have the black border, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. Oh my gosh. And we do. Dark Dungeons has been black bordered. Now we have Glacial Trail, Ravine, Dark Dungeons, and Ouch with the black border. Let me know which map you'd like to see black bordered next. I'm back out. Peace, guys. Have a good one. Don't forget to subscribe. The weather's getting colder, but in BTD 6, things are heating up. And that's due to the Poppinaw getting massive buffs recently with the bottom cross path of the Burny stuff, which now has increased Burny damage at tiers 3, 4, and 5, increased Burny duration at tier 5, and the ability now applies Burny stuff damage of 36 as well. So today, to showcase these mortar buffs, I'll be using the 052 Poppinaw on Spillway and seeing how little cash I can beat chimps with. Let's hop right into it. And also, guys, we're getting really close to 20,000 subscribers, so if you've been enjoying the content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It makes a big difference. Alright guys, we are on the map Spillway for today's video, and I'm gonna start with a ninja in the smack dab middle of this map because I don't really know how else you start on this map. I think you could probably do like a 3 dart start and some other things, but ninja should work out pretty well. But yeah, in today's video, we have a pretty simple challenge. I would like to beat this map with the Poppinaw mortar, which was buffed obviously a ton in the recent update with all the Burny stuff changes. And this map should be fantastic for it as well because just the way the map's oriented, the Bloons come around to the center of this map and then do some loops here where the mortar's gonna get really effective shots in. But the goal here is pretty simple. I have yet to beat this map in chimps mode, so I want to beat the map in chimps. But I also want to beat it with the least cash spent as possible. See how much cash save we can have at the end of this run. All right, so round 13 here, we've got Sniper as well with our ninja. This should be pretty helpful defensively. And the Sniper can actually see pretty much every path too, so it's gonna be pretty nice in that manner. I'd like to get a Discount Village down next if possible, but I doubt we'll be able to save up for that. Discount Village is kind of expensive. We'll most likely need to get a mortar down before I can go for a Discount Village or anything like that. We'll see. How long can this ninja and Sniper even defend for? I think round 15 takes them down, yeah, okay. In that case, let's get our mortar down here. This should be enough defensive support for us. Yep, we're good. And honestly, at this point, we might as well get Striker Jones down as well. Just get him down early to start getting some levels on the man. Plus, we'll offer a little bit of defensive support as well, so you can never hate on that. I think I need more defense for this round as well, actually. Wait. Maybe not. No, we're good, actually. Okay, we got 1,200 saved up. We need like 2k plus for the Discount Village, and then we'll need more money on top of that to afford more defensive upgrades, so I don't know if we'll actually be able to pull off this Discount Village right now. Yeah, we can get this to a Burny stuff mortar. I'm gonna need this Burny stuff later anyways, because it's going to be a 052 Poppinaw, so I think that's a pretty smart decision. I don't know if this is even enough defensive support though. The Burny stuff just misses so many balloons here. All right, we're gonna get Burny stuff and the middle cross path then. We're gonna go quite a bit of upgrades on this mortar just because I can't beat this round otherwise. So maybe get this guy all the way to a 022 mortar just to defend early. All right, we've also bought Sharp Shurikens and Seeking Shuriken on my ninja just because the early game rounds have been pretty rough. But I'm hoping at this point I can now save up for the Discount Village, because if I don't get it much sooner, the discounts are probably not honestly gonna give us worthwhile money spent versus money saved, you know what I'm saying? Round 28 lead balloons should not be a problem for us. We got Striker Jones and our mortar against these. All right, so we can now get our Discount Village in here, so might as well place that. But round 31 is typically one of the more difficult rounds to beat, so let's lock in here. Try to target this mortar. Stun. I feel like I can beat it. Maybe we'll do Ninja and Sniper on strong. That way they can pop the Zebra layers and the Black Bloon layers and have our mortar kind of clean up. Stun. First. Okay. We're good. We defended. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And now we can just spend all of our money on defenses since I have the Discount Village placed, which is huge for us. I think the Ninja souls all the camos in this round, thankfully, so we don't need more camo detection. We'll get heavy shells in here. Artillery battery 7k. That is actually kind of expensive. Okay. I feel like I won't be able to make that save up right now. What I could do though is Alch buff my mortar. That's one thing I was thinking about earlier. Alch buff should be pretty helpful. Just attack speed and the damage and everything is nice. Right now, though, it's actually looking like we might not need the Alch buff. We are defending better with the heavy shells than I anticipated. Okay. And soon we're going to have level 8 striker as well, which is going to give my mortar plus 25% pierce. So that's also helpful. Ooh, round 37, I died at camos. I think we need camo. I think we need a decamo then. The Poppinaw does have camo detection with the ability, but the problem with the ability is it's not going to deal with enough camos, right? There's going to be some big camo rounds like round 95, for example, where I can't just fully rely on the ability. So let's get a decamo submarine in here. That should help us out quite a bit. It's going to be necessary, and it's in the range of my village too, so I got it discounted. All right, and now we have round 40, so I'm going to use this stun right off the start. Make sure all the mortar shots are hitting it. Let's unsubmerge you. I don't think the submarine's really going to see the mob at all, is it? Come on. Do I do enough damage to pop this down? I think I'm dead to the ceramics, even if I pop it. Wait, maybe that's possible. We can get a tiny bit of extra damage here by stunning the Moab inside of the submarine's range while the submarine's unsubmerged. And I'm gonna have to stun the ceramics, but I don't know how much damage the stun actually does versus ceramics, so I still might die to the ceramics, even if I stun them. Oh, that's possible. That's gotta be possible. Alright, I can't beat this round, but I know one thing that will allow me to beat it, and it's going to be helpful for me later. And that thing is a Spike Factory, guys. We're just going to get a low-tier Spike Factory right here. But this can be a Moab Shredder Spikes into a Spike Storm later. And the reason why this is a good buy is that I need it for round 100. Our round 100 defense with the Poppinaw is definitely lacking. But with a Spike Factory down, which can be a Spike Storm, which is also Pierce buffed by my Striker Jones, that should be really helpful. Alright, I'm hoping now we can make the save up for the artillery battery. We're about 1k off, give or take. Are we good against this round? We are. Perfect. So I should make the money this round. I need to defend these region rainbows, though. Camo rainbows as well. They get decamoed from our submarine. We're good. Alright. And here we go. Artillery battery has now been bought. I can finally relax a little bit. Can I target this in the center? Is its explosion radius big enough? Not really. Yeah, it's definitely not big enough. That's not good. On the bright side of things, it's definitely big enough for Moab class balloons. Like, Moabs have a bigger hitbox, so I can target in the center versus Moabs in the later rounds, and it should work. But in the meantime, I've got to target it on one side. So what's the next buy here? We could try making the save up for the pop and all, which is 41k. I honestly think this might be possible with our current defensive setup, especially since the artillery battery now has an extra 1 damage per Bernie tick, which is helpful for sure. That would be a pretty cool save up if we can do it. Ooh, got another glimpse at Moabs here. This should not be that bad. I don't think I need to use artillery battery ability. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're chilling, we're chilling. And we do have Striker Jones level 10 ability coming in here soon, which can reset my artillery battery ability as well. So it's like I have 2 ABATs basically. I'll have 2 ABAT abilities on standby. All right, I've got 2 Moabs here. I think we'll need to use some abilities here. We're gonna stun them with the concussive shell. That actually might just be enough in itself. I don't know if I need to use an ABAT ability here. It looks like we don't. Okay, this is the first round I think I need to use that ABAT ability. We're gonna use it right now. That should shred. Yep, we're good. I also forgot I can use Striker Jones' level 7 ability, which puts my mortar on follow mouse targeting, which is interesting. I forgot that's a thing. Also, I die when I use it. That's kind of funny. I kind of feel like just using set target is almost more reliable sometimes than using the follow mouse. So I don't really see myself using this much this match, but we'll see. I'm going to try to keep the mobs always Bernie stuffed, basically, because the Bernie stuff obviously deals really good damage. Okay, we need to burn the ceramics down. We're good. All right, we're about to hit 30k on the save up. If I can make this save up for the pop and all, I feel like that would be really nice. But the rounds are definitely starting to get more difficult. There's no doubt about that. We almost died to that Moab. Okay, we're good. Stun this one. And I should be finding this last one. Perfect. Camo leads are not a problem. We got our submerge and support here, which decamos them. Ceramics are actually really easy to defend as well. It's just the Moab class, which is the difficult part. We can stun this BFB. It's getting hit by the Spike Factory a bunch. I don't think I need to use an ABAT ability here, because I can stun again. We're good. We're good. That got a little close. I probably should have used ABAT ability, but we defended without it. Oh, and this way I have ABAT abilities available for this round. Use it now. because I definitely need it here. We're good. Ooh, I'm gonna need to use the level 10 reset here, aren't I? There's no way I'm defending this round without an ABAT ability. Okay, we need to be smart about this. The timing of it's important. Now. Oh, that resets my ABAT ability too. Interesting. I did not know it works like that. Okay. I might be dead against this last one. You know what? I'm just gonna buy jungle drums. I'll need it anyways later, right? Come on. Pop these Moabs. We're good. And now what I can do is reset the ability. And we'll use this ABAT ability here when these two Moabs are here. Perfect. And this should solo. Nice. Okay. Round 63. I don't think round 63 is going to be that bad. The Bernie stuff should go crazy. I can stun as well. Alright, first set gets wiped out. The only thing is I don't have ABAT ability for this round, so that might make it a little bit difficult. If I can burn everything, though. Yeah, the Bernie stuff goes to town. We barely survive. Okay, nice. The stun actually could have hurt me there by pierce capping my mortar. Ooh, this round is going to be difficult. Let's use an ABAT ability. This ABAT ability needs to go huge here. Try to burn everything. I think we're good. Oh, barely not. ABAT. Keep your target in the center of the map here for some of the ABAT duration. Hit all of the Moabs. Oh, we did so much better this time. We did much better. Nice. We need another 2k. I think we can do this. Because I have another ABAT ability available with the level 10. And it looks like... Wait. ABAT. Just play it safe. We've done it. Nice. Poppinaw has been bought, ladies and gentlemen. Now we can relax. We have a new 18 damage per tick upgraded from 5, and the DOT duration was doubled as well. So basically beforehand, you were doing 5 damage per tick for 3.75 seconds, which was how much damage overall? It's like 18 damage overall. But now with the Bernie stuff, you're doing 18 damage for 7.5 seconds, which is like over 100 damage overall with the Bernie stuff. So huge upgrade there. And I think we'll just keep this guy targeted in the center of the map and fly through these rounds. All right, just a testament to how strong this Poppinaw is. I have yet to move the targeting of this guy or use a single ability. And we're about to beat round 79 here, so it pretty much soloed hard mode. Round 79 is actually pushing more than I've seen Bloons push, just the fortified BFBs are a little bit difficult, but we're on round 80. And now I think it's time to start microing this, so let's keep you targeted on the ZOMG. Single target damage, the 052 is certainly worse than the 250, but the advantage of this is in the later rounds, I can target it all over the map on different blimps and be damaging everything with the Bernie stuff, which I think will be really helpful. So we'll have to see that in action at some point soon. And now we're past 80, which means super ceramics are now a thing. I'm actually kind of curious how good the Bernie is on the super ceramics. It's kind of hard to see that right now, but this is what I'm talking about. Like I can micro the mortar like this and just try to have the Bernie stuff on everything at the start. Obviously, in the middle of the round, it's better to have this guy in the center of the map where it's going to hit everything. But at the start, you can micro it to the sides. All right, lots of fortified mobs here. I actually might need to use a Poppinaw ability against the ceramics. Let's use it. Yeah, I can tell the ceramics are taking more time to be killed now. Ceramics can become an issue for us. We've got Striker Jones up to level 17 now as well, which is actually pretty solid, all things considered. Striker Jones has been leveling quite a bit. This is an advanced level map, so hero leveling is great here. And level 18 Striker Jones, I get how much more? I get 10% additional attack speed on the mortar, which is going to be very helpful. I think I might as well just purchase my Spike Storm. I already know I'm going to need this for round 100, so there's no reason not to purchase it early. It's 100% a necessity. Okay, fortified ceramics are actually really tough. I'm not going to crosspath it though. The Poppinaw might be able to solo all the DT rounds, so if I could save money on that crosspath, that's going to be big for us. Let's use the Poppinaw ability here then. The ability is so strong. And the ability also applies burning stuff damage of 36 too now, which is huge. So it's another buff. I think I'll use the ability again this round. We can pair it with a Spike Storm. I'm gonna wait though. Okay, we're good. Wait till I start popping the ZMGs down a little bit, and then we'll pop an all ability it. Now. Oh yeah, look at it just nuke the entire rush. That's kind of crazy. Bunch of fortified BFBs here. It's the fortified stuff that is pretty scary for me, just because the ceramics have a ton of HP and the burning stuff kind of struggles against them. So I might need to use my reset on the Striker Jones. Yeah. All right, let's try this again. We can use the reset here, and now use the pop and awe. That should defend easily. Actually, it did not defend everything, but we can actually stall this round out a little bit. If I can stall this round out a little bit and just get my abilities back, that's huge for us. Oh crap, I might be in trouble here. I don't have pop and all ability available. I think I need to stun all 3 DTs. There we go. Alright, we did that time. Alright, it's kind of weird. The fortified mobs are actually one of the hardest things for us to defend here, especially when I'm trying to wait for my pop and all ability to come back. Defending these is really difficult. I think I get my pop and all ability back here though in a second. Come on. Perfect. And now I'm good. We can put some Bernie on the ZMGs. Actually, wait. The Bernie already gets put on the ZMGs from my pop and all ability, so that doesn't do anything. Am I good against these fortified mobs? We're fine. Okay. And now we've got 4 ZMGs to deal with. Honestly, I'd like to just get this pop and all ability back, ideally. Kind of not use my level 20 ability if possible. Alright, we got it back, and that should solo. Yep. The ability is so strong, dude. Alright, round 94. I do have most of my abilities almost off cooldown. Now, to get easy extra DPS, I could Alch buff by pop and awe, which is a cheap way to add damage, but ideally we defend without buying more defense, right? So let's use our pop and awe ability now. Spike Storm. How are we looking? Honestly, we might... I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. I might need to use level 20 this round. I think I do. I don't see me defending all of this without level 20 ability. Yep. Okay, so here's how this is going to work then. What I'm going to do is start the round with the pop and awe ability here soon, like I did last time. And I'm going to use the level 20 immediately. And that way, what happens is I will get the level 20 off cooldown as much as possible going into 95. I think that's a smart decision. Because I just need to use one more pop and awe ability this round against the ZMG insides is what's going to have to happen. I could use Spike Storm as well to help out if I need it. Ideally, I don't need Spike Storm. Okay, pop and awe. We're defending. We got 1 ZMG remaining. We should be good. We're chilling. All right. 95. Does this actually decamo everything? It does not. That's a problem. We can use a Spike Storm, I guess, to help out, but that's not gonna really help out a ton. Maybe if I find a mortar target location. Does the mortar hit everything here? It just doesn't decamo fast enough. Twin guns. That'll make it decamo faster. All right, that works. That works. We're good. Come on, pop and awe. Dang, I don't get that in time. Come on. Dang it, bro. Alright, I can't beat this round otherwise, so we're buying white hot spikes on my spike factory. This should make the round pretty easy to defend, in all honesty. I don't think we'll have issues. Pop and awe ability, okay. We're fine. Actually, let's reset you immediately, because I think I'll need to use another one. Now. Alright, and we did defend the round. 95 was actually really difficult, though. That was not necessarily a fun time trying to beat this round. And now we've got 96, but I don't have any abilities available. This is actually really bad. I might have screwed myself over here. I think I'm just dead. I needed to use 2 pop and all abilities for the previous round, too, I'm pretty sure. I couldn't have beaten it without 2 pop and all abilities from my testing. Alright, what's the cheapest way I can beat this round, then? The cheapest way. Let's try Moab Glue and see if Moab Glue makes a difference. I just gotta find the cheapest way to beat this round. I just need my pop and all ability back is all that it comes down to. If I get my pop and all ability back, I'm chilling. Nope. We'll do Moab Glue and we'll remove this. Even more money spent. I think I'm still dead to ceramics, though. Ceramics are the hardest part for me here. Yeah. Alright, I've been on this round too long. I am just gonna get rid of this glue and remove this obstacle. This might not be the cheapest way to beat this round, but I've tried a lot of other options and nothing else has been working, so I think this will be enough, though. I just need to defend the Moabs long enough to get the Spike Storm here. Spike Storm's gonna help us out a ton. We can stun now. Relentless Glue makes a huge difference, though. It's very noticeable. The stuns help out a bunch, because I think Poppinaut also has bonus damage to stun balloons, if I remember correctly, which is massive. And then soon here, I should get this Poppinaut ability back, and everything will be nice. Poppinaut. Yeah, and look at that difference, guys. The difference one Relentless Glue can make. I needed to remove the obstacle, by the way, because the Relentless Glue would have only hit 2 of the lanes if I didn't do that. So it was a necessity 100%. I honestly think we can reset. I think resetting, it's not bad here, because I don't really need stuff at the start of 97. 97 shouldn't be that bad for us with 2 fortified ZMGs. We have a lot of time to defend. Ideally, I beat this round without using Pop and All ability or the level 20, so I have both available for 98. So we'll see if I can accomplish that. Spike Storm won't really help us out that much for 98, so I think using Spike Storm is not bad. And we defend, barely. Nice. Alright, 98 here. Let's use Pop and Awe soon. Pop and Awe now. We'll reset. Get some really good damage spread over here. Stun. And I can use Pop and Awe again whenever I need it. Whenever it's necessary. Wait till I see ceramics leaking. Now. I should have waited longer on that Pop and Awe, I think. I don't know if I defend this. Relentless Glue is helping out an insane amount, though. Stun. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. Just a couple more. Oh. Oh. Barely don't. I want to save Spike Storm, too, because I need Spike Storm for 99. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is wait as long as possible to use this first Pop and Awe ability, which should allow us to beat 98 a lot easier. But the problem is that it's going to make it harder on 99 and 100 since I'll have the ability less off cooldown. So I don't know if I'll be able to beat those rounds without spending a lot more money. We'll see, though. Wait. On the second Pop and Awe ability. Now. Catch those ceramics. We're good, we're good. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm surviving. Okay. Stun. We defended. Alright. 99. I think I'm dead here. Even with Spike Storm. Actually, maybe not. That's gotta be defendable. That's gotta be defendable. You can't tell me it's not defendable. I won't believe it. Come on. Oh, let's go. Relentless Glue is so clutch. I don't have Spike Storm for round 100, though, which is a problem. That's a big problem, actually. I did not think that through. That's a very big problem, actually, here, isn't it? pop it, but barely not in time. I think I actually get my mortar abilities off cooldown here. So what I can do is use this, double damage. That's going to help me a lot with the early damage. Yeah, we already got damage stage on it. I think I'm going to keep the second pop and all ability here for when I pop the BAD. We use Spike Storm here. Now, pop, please. Why doesn't the staying thing pop? Okay. No way! I can't defend the DDTs. Alright, so I now have purchased a Signal Flare Mortar, which is to decamo the DDTs from the BAD, and that should allow us to defend. Now, in hindsight, I did not need to purchase this Emergent Support at all. I would have saved money that way. But you know, hindsight is 20/20, ladies and gentlemen. And let's use our Poppin' On now. Come on. Double damage. Alright, stun. We're good. Spike Storm this. Poppin' On again. Come on, Mortar. You got this. Stun. Oh my gosh, no way. Alright, I don't think Signal Flare is enough, guys. So I added an Alch buff for my Poppin' On into the mix. I got close a couple times with Signal Flare, but it definitely wasn't possible to defend. Here we go. Let's use the Poppin' On ability now. Perfect. We'll use this Concussive Shell after the Poppin' On ability dies off. Wait. Now, we'll reset Spike Storm. Ability again. This should do it. There we go. Finally, almost a $90,000 cash save as well. Not bad at all. Poppin' On at 1.729 million pops. Striker Jones at 100k, 176k on the Spike Storm. And nothing else really has a significant amount of pops. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below about the new 052 Poppin' On. Do you think it's better than the 250? Do you think it's situational? Let me know. Archmage out. Peace, guys. Have a good one. The laser cannon, one of the least used upgrades in BDD6, actually got a pretty big buff in the recent update, with that buff being an extra 2 Moab class damage adding on to the base damage of 2, in effect making the Startling deal double damage to Moab class balloons. So today, with the Startling buff in mind, I'd like to see if I can complete the 2 Mega Pops challenge with the tier 3 laser cannon. Let's hop right into it. Alright, here we go, guys. We are in Chimps mode here on the map of 1-2 tree, and I'm going to start with the Beast Handler, because this is a very good starting option in the 2 million pop challenges, since later you can just target the Microraptor away and the Microraptor won't steal any pops. So that's kind of the idea here, but I do have to defend round 6 first, so let's do some target micro on this guy. I actually don't know if I defend that blue balloon. Oh, no, I don't. So in the case that I can't solo start with the Beast Handler, I'm going to do a Beast Handler and a Submarine start. This way, the Submarine can be upgraded into a Decamo Sub, a Submergent Support later, and the Beast Handler can be upgraded into a Microraptor later, and pops will not get stolen that way. So, should be pretty good. Okay, Submarine did snipe that, nice. And hopefully with this setup, I can start saving up for my Dartling, is going to be the plan. We want to get that Dartling and start racking pops on the Dartling as soon as possible. Now, which tile do I think I want to place Dartling on? It should be a military tile, right? And for the military tiles, the first one that opens up is number 8. Which is extra damage, which actually is really useful for the Dartling. Okay, so at this point, I have enough money for the Dartling, but the tile that I want to place the Dartling on is not open. So I'm honestly thinking about just getting Geraldo down in the back of the map here, and this should clean up the balloons, and I can start getting some Geraldo levels. We are bringing Geraldo here for the 2 million pops challenge because the buffs are going to be really helpful, like the pickles in specific, I think are going to be great on the Dartling. I guess at the end of the day, I could place my Dartling in a different location than the 8th tile. Like I could place it here, I could place it up here, I could place it over here, but the extra damage is going to be so useful. So I feel like it's a better idea just to wait till I have the money for that. The only problem is defensively, I'm now struggling. So, all right, in that case, we'll do an out of source, then spend a little bit of money on our Beast Handler. This should be enough to defend, I'd imagine. Yep. We are chilling. Oh, and now the tree opens. Okay, so if I was able to beat that round without upgrading, I would have been fine. Maybe I should have used like a spikes or something from Geraldo instead of upgrading out of source. That actually could have been a smarter decision in hindsight. And I think this is the round that I can actually get the Dartling down here. All right, let's place the Dartling bottom right as possible inside of the square. Perfect. And we'll be doing 2 damage per shot, which is actually huge for us. We actually should target this away as well. Even just a base Dartling is actually quite effective on this tile. This is good. Now wait, is it worth for me to pickle the Dartling? I think it is. It's gonna make it attacks slightly slower, but now this guy does 3 damage. Yeah, look at that. It pops black balloons into greens. That is actually kind of crazy to think about. A base Dartling doing 3 damage looks pretty insane. Maybe pickle wasn't smart though, because in all honesty, I probably should have upgraded the Dartling first to faster barrel spin. I feel like faster barrel spin's important. We're almost there. And also, I'm curious if the extra damage from the pop tile applies to the laser shock. Like, does the laser shock do 2 damage? And same thing with the pickles, if the pickles applies to laser shock as well. All right, purples here. The pickles have run out, but at this point with the faster barrel spin, I'm actually looking pretty good defensively, so I don't think I really need to reapply it. I think the plan is we'll buy a laser shock, and then I'll start working towards my submerged sub, so I get no pop stolen on the submarine. Okay, laser shock's 970, so we're getting close to affording it. This round is actually going to be kind of tough for the Dartling. I might want to go for a sharpening stone. Let's get the laser shock up. Does the laser shock do 2 damage? It does not. I just saw it do 1 damage. Okay. Oh, I don't even have enough for a sharpening stone this round. I think we defend this round though. Barely don't. With better targeting, I'm probably good. All right, this time around, let's keep my Dartling targeted at the early Bloons first. Yeah, you can see the laser shock only does 1 damage, so the extra damage does not apply to it, which is interesting. And we're good this time. Nice. Okay, lead balloons are actually a big problem. I don't think I can pop these. There's no way. I'm $4 off of getting lead popping too. I could get a bomb shooter for $4. There's nothing that I can do to pop these, right? Wait, does Allosaurus pop these? Oh, it does. I am dumb. I did not know that. Okay. Well, thank the Lord we have Allosaurus. Okay, we have to retry that though. We have to pop the lead balloons earlier. We are chilling. All right, target's away now. Nice. All right, we got our submergent support now. What's the next plan defensively here? I'm thinking we get up an Alch buff for my 220 Dartling. The Alch buff should be really effective on this. And the nice part about the Alch buff too is it's gonna give the Dartling lead popping power, which means I don't need to use my Allosaurus for leads anymore. The Berserker Brew is gonna be a big step for our defensive strength. Perfect. Oh yeah, I'm feeling comfortable now. Even these big groups of pink balloons aren't a problem with the Berserker Brood Dartling. And if I target my Dartling well enough, I feel like I'm gonna get pretty much 0 pops stolen here too. All right, I looked at the rounds and there's a big gap in the purple balloon rounds between 48 and 62. So I think after 48 is when I'm gonna purchase my laser cannon. Is gonna be the plan. So we'll defend until 48 with just this 220 Dartling. I did add a glue hose here, which is actually gonna be really helpful because I can upgrade this into a glue strike later. So that's the plan. Moab here should not actually be that bad. The Moab class damage on this guy is pretty insane. Yep. We are chilling. The insides were a little scary, but we're good. I guess one other thing I should buy is a stronger Stimulant Alchemist. That's gonna make the buff even stronger. More pierce on the Dartling, more attack speed, more range is not gonna be helpful. And I think it's better uptime as well. So I don't want to crosspath the Alchemist though, because crosspathing the Alchemist is just gonna make my Alch get more pops, and that is not what we want here. Just a 400 Alch should be effective enough for us. Okay, so round 48 is the last purple balloons you see until round 62. So there's gonna be a big gap of purples after this round. So I think this is the round that I buy laser cannon. After I deal with these purples, laser cannon has now been bought. This is perfect. So laser cannon before the update, I think did 2 damage to just balloons and mob class alike, but now after the update, it does 4 damage to Moabs and 2 damage to balloons. And on top of that, I'm getting an extra 1 damage from the tile and an extra 1 damage from my Alchemist. So the laser cannon is going to be pretty insane here. Yeah, just look at it against these ceramics. The ceramics are getting absolutely annihilated. All right, well, now that I have this up, what's the next plan? I've got to think here. We already have the Alch buff. Probably an overclock buff, right? Would be the next best thing to buy. Yeah, I think we get an overclock buff. Is there a support tile that with a discount? Right here, okay. I'd want to buy the overclock on this tile, but the problem with buying an overclock here is it's going to steal pops, isn't it? that's not really what I want. So, do I get the overclock yet? I'm actually going to wait on it. I'm going to wait on it. I might get a heli to support Chinook stuff. So far, though, this Dartling has been so strong, I really haven't had to dive into Geraldo's shop at all. The less we can use Geraldo's shop, the better for us, because that's just going to allow us to get more upgrades to help us defensively. Oh, wait, the next tile opened up. Okay, so this is a tile I was thinking about moving the Dartling to. It's the Jungle Drums tile in the back here. Now, here is my reasoning. First of all, let's get a heli on our side. Is there any discount military tiles for the heli? I don't think so. So we'll just get the heli up here. But here's my reasoning of moving the Dartling to this tile. One, I think 15% attack speed with all the damage buffs I've got going on is pretty similar DPS to +1 damage. But the advantage of moving it to the back is it's going to have a lot better line of fires towards the back. You want to have your Dartling towards the back of the map most of the time anyways. So I feel like because of that, it's going to be a really effective location. And we'll start... Can I have an Alchemist buffing it back there, though? Oh, that's actually something I didn't even think about. There's no location I can have an Alchemist that's going to reach it, right? Unless this tile opens up. I need to wait for 23 to open up before I move the Dartling. All right, in the meantime, though, I can start working towards a Homeland defense. And we want to get the Homeland defense on top of the support tile, obviously. So we'll make this a Monkey Intelligence Bureau with range. And now what I can do is I'm going to actually move my Dartling here. I'm going to lose the +1 damage, which is important. I'm also losing my Alch buff. Oh, this is going to be bad. Wait a second. I can't do that yet. All right, so here's the deal. I need to move this Dartling in that MIB range for around 62, and ideally I move the Alch buff with it. The only problem with that is obviously the Dartling loses so much defensive strength when I move it, and I can't move the Alch buff and the Dartling at the same time. So I have to be smart about this. Let's move the Alch buff first, because the Dartling can stay on the more damage tile, which will still be pretty effective. All right, stole this round out. Yep, don't hit that green. Don't hit that green right now. Let this round stole. Now we pop it. And the support Chinook is almost off cooldown. Okay. So this round, I need to move the Dartling once I get the money for it. Or once I get the ability back, I move the Dartling. Here we go. Move it now. Inside the range of the Alch buff and the MIB. And we actually pulled that off. That is fantastic. Well, wait. I need the Alch buff. Okay, we're surviving. No crap. Maybe we use a, we'll use some Geraldo items here then to help us out. You actually can't go Sharpening Stone on the laser cannon. So I guess I'll do Jerry's Fire. Which Jerry's Fire actually should work against purples with the MIB, right? It'll apply to the Jerry's Fire as well, I'm pretty sure. How are we looking here? It's looking a little bit tight, but we're doing better for sure. Fortified Moabs are going to be difficult, especially without the increased damage tile for the Dartling. The ceramics got annihilated, though. We're good. Nice. How long do I have to wait for this 23 tile to open up? Because once that opens up, I will actually be able to move the Dartling in its final location. So that's really the plan here. Round 64, fortified Moabs are becoming a little bit scary. Target the Dartling, we're good. Last fortified Moab. I should be fine here, barely. I think the next thing I want to buy is a Moab glue. We'll get this on the discount tile as well. Puts on strong, but what I can do with the Moab glue is I can move it. And I think I probably will. What is this, Jungle Drums? Yeah, let's move the Moab glue to here. This is going to be inside the village range. So the Moab glue will have camo detection, and it's going to have Jungle Drums from the tile as well. Now, I don't actually want to get Jungle Drums on this village, by the way, because my Dartling's not going to be in this location for the entire game. So saving money on this Jungle Drums upgrade could be important for me. That's why I haven't done it yet. Actually, wait a second. Let's upgrade this Moab glue all the way to Relentless glue. I feel like I want Relentless. So I'll move it back to the tile to get that upgrade, and then I'll move it back again after I get the heli ability back. All right, the number 21 tile just opened up. So we have 2 more tiles before I get that 23 tile opened, and I can move my Dartling. We just gotta wait a long time before that happens, unfortunately. Round 71 is getting annihilated, though. Dartling... Oh, there's 22 that opened up. Okay. So maybe it's the next round. It's weird because I don't know exactly how they work. There's like big gaps sometimes between... There's a big gap between when 20 and 21 opened, but then there's just one round between 21 and 22. So I'm not sure how the timing of it works. Okay, 23 did not open up, though. All right, I think it's time for our next purchase defensively, which is going to be... No way, I can't fit an overclock on this tile. What? Oh, that's actually so annoying. I can't get a discounted overclock. I thought I'd be able to. Is that really the case? I can't fit an overclock and a village. I guess we have to place the overclock in a different location then. I guess just back here. That's pretty frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. And we'll overclock the Dartling. That's gonna be a 66% attack speed bonus with over 100% uptime, so that'll be nice. All right, we're in round 75 here now. This is typically one of the hardest rounds in Chimps. Our Geraldo items did run out on our Dartling, but with the overclock now, I feel like we'd be pretty solid. Let's see. The ceramics are pushing. We're looking good though. Am I good here? A little bit of pop stolen, but we're fine. And we've got the last group of BFBs now. Okay. Relentless Glue go crazy. We're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling. Reply overclock. And we're good. Nice. And 23 has now opened. Okay. Now is the time when we start moving. Actually, we don't move yet because there's more purples on 78. 78 is the last purple round before... Oh crap, I also need more defense for this round. Wait, maybe I don't. We're actually good somehow. I thought that region farmed like crazy. 78 is the last purple round until 95. So we move the Dartling and everything after round 78 is the plan. Actually, I'm not good. Actually, I might be good. Oh my gosh, I'm barely not good. Let's go Pickles and see if that makes a difference. I feel like I hit a ton of those ceramics down. Wait, Pickles actually looking pretty good as a difference maker here. Oh, yeah, that was a world of difference. Well, it's not over yet. No, we got it. Nice. Okay, the big sets of ceramics this round could be a problem for us. Let's put this on strong. And overclock you. How are we looking against the first set? We're looking okay. In all honesty. Just taking us a while to deal with it, but we're defending. Oh, wait a second. The camo set of ceramics aren't going to get hit by my glue gunners, though. So what I need to do then, I think, is get Glue Strike. I was thinking about getting this anyways, because the +2 damage is nice. But this will allow me to defend the second set of ceramics easily. So that's important. Alright, there's the purple balloon. So after these purple balloons send out, I will be able to move the Dartling. I don't need the MIB anymore. Use the Glue Strike ability. That's going to allow me to defend the ceramics on the second wave. Right. Let's actually get my heli in here. I want to blow back some of the stuff. The heli's going to get pops this way, but it's necessary. And now we're going to move this right here. Perfect. Stole this round out for me. And I'll move the Dartling in a second as well. Move the Dartling right about here. Perfect. And now that I have the Dartling in this location, I might as well get a Jungle Drums Village as well. Let's see what our ZMG damage looks like, though. We've got our Dartling double Jungle Drums buffed as well, which is huge. So that's going to be helpful. We use the Glue Strike ability. It's looking decent, I've got to say. We are damaging that down pretty quickly. And then the Relentless Glue can obviously help out against the insides. Overclock. Yeah, that wasn't actually that bad to deal with. It's the ceramics that are the more difficult part, believe it or not, for us. But we're good. Oh, and now we're in the 80s, so we have super ceramics to deal with, which will be interesting. But the super ceramics only pop into one rainbow. They don't pop into like multiple things, so it's going to eat up less Dartling Pierce. Could actually be not as bad to deal with then as I would anticipate, because the Pierce of the Dartling is one of the bigger weaknesses of this guy too. Actually, right now, these super ceramics are looking pretty scary, especially on the back end where I don't have glue gunners attacking them. I should probably move my glue, huh? That would be smart. Move this guy right here. Yep, and now with the glue gunner hitting these ceramics, I should be a little bit better off. Yeah, we're chilling, we're chilling. We're good. Oh wait, one thing I'm actually not sure about is I might actually need the MIB on the Dartling. I don't know if this guy can pop DDTs. Does the laser cannon have lead popping power? I don't think it does. Well, the thing though is I do have Glue Strike. Glue Strike will allow my Dartling to pop leads. So we can always utilize that. Round 95 though, I'm not going to go Glue Strike all the DDTs. So we'll see how this ends up playing out. I could always buy this village into an MIB as well, but I really don't want to do that. All right, another call to arms here. Round 84 appears to be going down without much of a problem. No pops get stolen by anything but my Alchemist really at this point, right? Yeah, and the Alchemist isn't really getting many pops either. Now that I kind of think of it, I feel like Geraldo might not have actually been the best hero for this challenge. I think Striker Jones probably would have been better. Having 25% Pierce is most likely more useful at this point than Geraldo's items, because I'm not even using any of the items. You can't apply a Sharpening Stone to the laser cannon, and Pickles, will it slow down the attack speed? I'm not sure if Pickles is necessarily worth mathematically. So yeah, Striker Jones could have been the better option. Now, Geraldo was definitely better in the early game rounds, don't get me wrong, but for the later game rounds, I think Striker Jones would have been better. All right, 4 ZMGs here, though. We're actually popping them down kind of at different timings, which is important. Call to arms should be big for us here. Oh, yeah, that actually shredded. Holy cow. And now we just have 1 remaining. Ideally, I don't use a call to arms ability again against this. I just defend it without call to arms. And we should be able to accomplish that. Engineer's getting a little bit of pops there because of the Moabs, but we're fine. I guess the advantage of Geraldo late game, though, now that I kind of think of it, is Geraldo has the Rejuvenation Potion, which could be really helpful late games to get more home and defense abilities off and stuff. So, with Striker Jones, you don't have that. So maybe Geraldo is still technically the better hero, I'm not sure. Alright, we are now going into round 90, so I guess I can test if we can damage DTs without the Glue Strike here. Wait, actually you can see it right here. I can't even pop these lead balloons unless I have AMD on my Dartling, which is a really low uptime. So I definitely need the Glue Strike then. Okay. So we use that. DTs should go down now. Which the Glue Strike will be enough to help me out for all the DTs on 90 and 93. But 95 will have a problem. Alright, 91's not looking too bad for us either. We now apply the Jerry's Fire too because we are in the last 10 rounds. So Jerry's Fire will last the rest of the match for us, which is good. Wait, am I good? Barely. We're fine. Okay. Still, actually, wait. Yeah, we're good. Ooh, the fortified mobs here are actually looking really hard to deal with. There's so many of them this round. Yeah. I guess one thing we can do is use a creepy idol from Geraldo and see if this helps out at all. Again, I don't want to use too much of Geraldo's item shop just because it's going to put me farther and farther away from the home and defense the more money I spend. Oh, something else I can do is actually this. We'll lock you in place right here. Now, the heli will get pops this way, but it's going to blow back the ceramics, so I don't have to chase with the Dartling to catch the ceramics. So this should allow me to focus the Dartling damage more often. How many pops does the heli have? Yeah, the heli's not even getting that many pops at the end of the day, too. Okay. I feel like that was a good idea. Now we've just got the ZMGs remaining, which is not easy either. Let's move you so I can keep these glued. Okay, I don't want a Glue Strike here. I want to save Glue Strike for round 93. We use Call to Arms. We're looking decent at the moment. Just 1 ZMG remaining. How many pops does the heli have? 1558. Yeah, heli's not getting that many pops here. The engineer is actually getting a lot of pops, though. This is not what I like. There's no way I can really avoid that from happening, is there? Not really. Now I've got 93. Okay, I'm also curious, does Call to Arms give the MIB buff to the Dartling? I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, so we need to use Glue Strike there. With Glue Strike, though, these DTs should go down. Yep. All right, we will afford the home and defense this round. I actually don't think I want to use the Cold Arms ability yet, right? Because I can make the income pretty quickly and then use homeland defense. Yep. Just like that. Homeland defense go crazy. Double the pierce, double attack speed for I think 20 seconds instead of 15 seconds. That helped us out a lot there. And now we've just got the ZOMGs remaining and some ceramics. The ceramics get dealt with so much easier now though that I have this heli blowing them back. The heli play is definitely good. All right, we use homeland defense again here. I actually don't want to pop a lot of these ZOMGs down yet though. Ideally, I get another homeland defense cycled. Homeland defense. Overclock. How are we looking? We're looking good. Okay, I actually want to... How do I go about this? I want to stall this round because I need to move the Dartling for 95. Let's get this heli on follow mouse. No way! I messed that up. All right, second tries the charm here. I'm going to move the Dartling right here. Yep. We'll lock you in place back here. Target the Dartling. I accidentally used a heli ability. That didn't give me anything, though. And now we want to stall the round. Round 95, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get my Alk moved. I guess we'll put it right here. Alk buff the Dartling. Overclock. Home and defense. I really don't know how to target the Dartling. The problem is the line of fire at this spot is just really bad. We might need to retry this round or use a rejuvenation potion or something. This is a discount tile. I'll get enough money mid-round to get a Bloons Sabo up. Bloons Sabo should be really helpful here. Sabo now. Alright. We're low-key defending. These last ETs are going to be so difficult, though, because our Dartling can't hit them. I think I need to wait longer to homeland defense. Alright, I've been on this round for a very long time, and I can't seem to find a way to beat it with the sabotage, so I'm using double homeland defense this time. I'm going to use a rejuvenation potion, is the plan. And we'll use it right now. Perfect. Overclock. Glue strike. I think I'm going to get a Moab glue in here. Homeland defense again. We're looking pretty solid, I've got to say. Now I just need to deal with the Moabs, which actually is a harder task than you might think. I've been dying to the Moabs a couple times. The Pierce gets eaten up so much here. Normal targeting. Come on. I think we're solid. Now I want to move my Dartling for 96, but if I move my Dartling, my heli stops stalling these ceramics. Alright, move the Dartling now. Yep. And now I'll move the Alchemist here in a second. Right about here. Alright, we survived 95. It just took a couple tries. Okay, so ideally we go into 98 with our home and defense available. So let's try to accomplish that. We are getting a lot of pops stolen right now. I'm not tracking the pops, by the way, at this point. I am just hoping we don't have 42,000 stolen. We'll see at the end if I accomplish it. And here's 98. Let's lock in. Sabo, Overclock, home and defense, glue strike. Maximize the pierce of the Dartling early on. Let's Sabo again. Overclock, home and defense. I think I'm gonna get one more Sabo in here. And now I'm gonna lock you in place and I'm gonna use a rejuvenation potion. Yep. Home and defense again. How are we looking? Sabo. I think I've got to do another rejuve potion. Wait, I don't have enough of the rejuve potion available. Wait a second. I can upgrade Geraldo. Crap. And what I'll have to do is upgrade Geraldo here. Level 20. Use a couple creepy idols here. Maybe a glue. A Sabo. And then we use the second rejuve potion. Come on. How are we looking? We're looking like we're defending low-key. Low-key, low-key. Sabo. Still some fortifieds left. The creepy idols are helping out a ton. Maybe go for another one as well. Oh, I need my Sabos back. Let's move you. I'm dead. Follow mouse. Okay, we're good, we're good. Sabo. Glue strike. We're okay. We're okay, we're okay. Last CMG. Last CMG. Sabo. I really want to keep my homeland for 99. Am I good? I think I am. Okay. 99, I've got to move the Dartling. Because there's DTs. I don't have the Alchemist moved though, is the problem. We'll see, we'll see. How does 99 look even? Maybe we don't need to move it. We're actually almost defending this. Yeah, we defended. Pretty much. And now I can move the Dartling back. I did not need the Alchemist for it. Alright, now we have round 100, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how many pops are stolen. I do not know how many pops are stolen. Is there anything I can buy to give me a little bit more BAD damage? I have one Rejuve Potion available. And we can get an Embrittlement here, which will increase our damage a little bit. Blue Strike. I accidentally Sabo, that's fine. Home and defense here. We'll get a Rejuve Potion in here. Okay. Let's get this guy moved in a second. The damage is not looking great, to be honest. It's not bad, but it's not as good as I would have liked. I don't know if we'll pop the Slayer. I'm out of Rejuves. I can get some glues in here. Glue Strike. Home and defense. Overclock. Oh, the DTs. I need the Glue Strike for the DTs. Alright, I think I need a little bit of BAD damage to help us out here, so I'm going to use 2 Tack Sprayers. How much damage are these getting? Yeah, they're getting a decent amount. Okay. Pop, please. I need to use the Glue Strike now. Sabo. Alright. We might have done this. I'm not going to check the Dartling pops yet. Sabo again. Oh no. I'm gonna barely go down here, aren't I? Alright, this time around, I'm gonna save this last homeland defense. I'm gonna save it. Because I'm not able to cycle 2 more. So we'll save it till I pop these ZMGs down. Lock you in place down there. Homeland defense now. Sabotage. Overclock. Glue Strike. I think saving it made the difference. What's the pops? No! I didn't do it! No! I'm what? 11,000 off? That's actually so annoying. Oh, I thought I actually had it. I'll be honest. I must have relied on the heli too much in the later rounds. 1,400 on the Sabo. 11.5k on the Stronger Stimulant. That was a big stealer. 500 on the Embrittlement. About 5k on the Tack Shooters. 8k on the heli. 12k on the Engineer. The Engineer is what cost me, guys. I'm gonna be honest. If there was a better Engineer spot to move it, I probably would have done it. Well, there you have it, guys. The laser cannon still put up a pretty admirable fight. I'm not gonna lie. This guy is insane for a tier 3. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like button, subscribe button. I'm like out. Peace, guys. The full auto rifle and the elite defender were both buffed in the recent update when cross-pathed with shrapnel shot. And the specific changes these snipers got was shrapnel damage increased from 1 to 2, but the shrapnel MOA bonus damage was reduced from 1 to 0. So comparing it to beforehand, essentially the sniper has an extra 1 balloon damage in the same mob class damage with the shrapnel shot, which does make a big difference in this case because +1 is actually doubling the damage it does to balloons with the shrapnel. Now with the shrapnel buff in mind, here's the plan for today's video, guys. Muddy Puddles Chimps. This is a map I have yet to beat on Chimps mode, but also I want to add an added challenge of beating it without placing a hero, because I think I will be able to accomplish that here. So yeah, but our entire strategy this run is going to be centered around the Sniper Monkey, because Sniper is actually incredibly good on this map, It's a map that only uses one lane at a time, which I think actually works pretty well for the sniper. Plus, the bins on this map actually work pretty well for the shrapnel too. So theoretically, a sniper with shrapnel should be pretty strong here. Off the start though, we just did a boat for round 6 with a little bit of targeting. We were able to get through it. Round 7, I think I'll do boat on last, sniper, targeting, maybe just first. How do I look here? We'll get sniper down early because this can hit every single lane, so it should be pretty good for us. And it looks like round 7 we're good. Okay. I don't think the early game will be that difficult, I'm hoping. Boat seems to be decently strong here as it hits 3 of the lanes. Sniper obviously hits every single lane. Round 8 looks like we're fine as well. And then round 10. I might go down here in round 10 just because I'm pretty sure there's like a big group of blue balloons at the end of the round. And I'm definitely not defending that with my current setup. Let's see though. Yeah, I'm not even close to be honest. Even if I like target my sniper and stuff, I'm not defending that. So how can I defend it? I can afford a base dart monkey, which probably doesn't even give me enough defense to defend. What if I go for another submarine? We double sub it up. I'm definitely not going to be able to get any shrapnel snipers super early. I'll have to wait a little bit. Just defend the early game with just like submarines and stuff. But then after we get into like the 20s and the 30s, then I'll start building my sniper defense more. That's the overall plan here. What if I get a submarine right here? Because this is probably going to be advanced intel submarine at the end of the day. And this is the best location for advanced intel as it's like the center of the map and pretty far back on the track. So we defend that round. Now we have round 13, which I'm assuming we can't defend with this setup. We're not even close. What if I get a dart monkey here? First on the sniper. Strong on the sniper. First. Oh, this has got to be able to defend. What if I put the dart here on last? We changed the dart positioning a little bit. Does that make a difference? Oh, this dart positioning is actually doing a lot better on last. Okay. Yeah, we're actually so good here now. That made a pretty big difference for us. Perfect. And now we'll start working towards this submarine being advanced intel sub. If I just get advanced intel on the submarine and then airburst starts and I outbuff it, that will solve the early game for us. And then I can start building my sniper defense. It's just getting to that point can be pretty difficult at the end of the day. But I think this round I do get the advanced intel eventually up. Ooh, we go down there. I actually would be able to defend this round with advanced intel if I had my sniper placed here, is the crazy part. Because my intel would be able to see that. I still think I can beat this round. It's just gonna take some really different targeting. Wait, this is it. This is it. Yep, there we go. Advanced intel has been bought. Perfect. Now this submarine will be able to see every single lane for us, which is huge. Let's get twin guns on this here in a second. Perfect. Now airburst starts is 1080. Hopefully I can just make the save up straight up here. I think I might be able to. We go down there. Okay, let's try this again. Strong on sniper. Actually, do last on sniper. Last on sniper, last on sub. First on the dart. And then we can change the targeting mid defend. First. First. That was close. Everything on strong, ladies and gentlemen. First now. First now. Dude, it's getting so close. There's no way. No, I'm not beating this round with this setup. Okay. Let's get a second dart monkey then. One up here, which will give us more advanced intel coverage. And I still should be able to forward twin guns mid-round. Now I'll be able to defend round 18. The only problem is buying that extra dart monkey does put us farther away on the save for the air burst. First, pick that up. First, we're good. I'm almost there. Oh, I'm $60 off, please. I think I'm dead this round though. No. I got it up. Oh no, not in time though. First on these, first on both of these. Let's put sniper on last and spam the upgrade. Come on. I don't get it up in time. This is crazy. All right, since I cannot beat this round for the life of me, guys, I'm just gonna get a dartling on my end. I'm gonna spend quite a bit of money, which puts us away from the airburst starts. That's not great, but this should allow us to save up for the airburst starts, I'd imagine. Since dartling can hit every single lane for us, and it's just pretty strong in general. Like round 23, that was easy. Round 24, oh, camo balloon. I guess I can get camo detection on the sniper. I really didn't want to spend money there, but that's probably the best play, camo-wise. Maybe round 27 airburst here? Oh, I needed this round because this round has a lot of density to it. But I should be able to afford it because you make a lot of money this round. Let's go. Finally, dude. It was so difficult to get here. Now I actually can relax on the early game. Even the lead balloons are not a problem since we have the full metal jacket up. I mean, you guys can see the difference once I buy this upgrade. The rounds are completely easy. I think the plan now is get an Arc buff for this guy. A little Arc buff for the airburst starts should be pretty good. And then I can start building my sniper defense afterwards. Oh, big camo round. That's actually a bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay, so what I'll do against the camos. Honestly, I'm gonna go for a second sniper. We're gonna shrapnel shot over here. It might seem weird not getting this sniper to shrapnel, but I kind of want to get a second one because I want the bottom cross path on the sniper, since that's the path that got buffed at the end of the day. And now Berserker Brew has been bought. Let's freaking go. I should be good for a while now. I'd like to believe. We've got pretty good advanced intel coverage as well with the dart monkeys and everything. Round 36 does not appear to be an issue for us. Now, before I go for any more sniper upgrades, I probably want to get a discount village in here, so I will be saving up for that. Which, the discount village will probably just go, like, right here. Is a good spot for it. I'll have my sniper army down at the bottom, is my thought process. Oh, lead balloons this round. Okay. All right, this round, then, what I'm going to do is get a discounted shrapnel shot on this 110 sniper, and then I think... Does the shrapnel pop leads from the 110 sniper? I think it does. It looks like it is, yeah. Which that allows us to finish this round pretty easily. Yep, we're good. So I guess at the end of the day, I did need shrapnel shot on the sniper as well, which probably means we didn't need to get the second sniper down, but that's fine. All right, we got the round 40 Moab coming up. I guess I'll just get jungle drums first and see if this defends. I've got a feeling this won't defend though. Yeah, ceramics are a problem. Okay. With 3k to spin, though, I'd imagine we can find a solution to this. All right, here is what I'll do. I'll get 2 glue gunners right here. One on last, one on first. Bigger globs on both of them. Triple guns on my submarine. And then we'll crosspath the sniper. These glues should be able to glue all 4 ceramics from the Moab. It did, but it didn't work. What if we do the same thing with perishing potions instead of the sniper upgrades? Let's see. There we go. That's got to be it. Perfect. Just took a couple tries for round 40. But now between round 40 and round 50, this is when I can upgrade the snipers a lot because it's only balloon rounds, which should not be a problem for us. And yeah, we should be able to work towards some good upgrades. Now, the first thing I kind of want to get is an elite sniper before anything else. Elite sniper is really strong in this game, and it buffs the attack speed of all your other snipers. So let's get this to bouncing bullet first. Our elite sniper will have the top cross path, I think, since I already have the 130 here. Is it worth to elk buff this even though it's the top cross path? Probably still worth since it elk buffs the pierce of the shrapnel and everything. I think at the end of the day though, it's technically better to have the bottom cross path on your elite defender. I've already locked myself into this pathing though, so I'm just working with the top cross path. So far though, we're looking pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. Even the camo pinks, we are good, right? Yep, we're fine. And we'll get this to a supply drop soon. Which supply drop, does it actually increase the damage at all? It looks like it increases shrapnel popping power. Okay, I'll take that. And it gives it lead popping, which doesn't really change anything since it has AMD anyways. Now we've got 15.6k on the save up for the elite sniper. That honestly shouldn't be that hard to achieve. That's not that expensive of a 5th tier. Moab this round. Yeah, I'm actually so much better against the Moabs with this sniper here. Even the second Moab should not be a problem either. Yeah, we're good. Ooh, wait a second. Am I good against this round though? Oh my gosh, look at that shrapnel bounce. That was kind of crazy. No, we're not good. Maybe upgrade the second sniper to a semi-auto. This sniper will probably be like a full auto or an elite defender later. And as you guys know, the pathing on this got buffed a ton, so it'll be strong. Oh, I can use the supply crate ability. Does it give me anything? No, it gives me $0 as expected. We're in chimps mode, so no extra income, unfortunately. Ooh, round 54 is a problem. I think it's because my sniper's on strong. It's better to have it on first here for these mole browns and then have my submarine on strong. Yeah, that makes a pretty big difference for us. Round 55 ceramics are actually pretty easy for our setup, I'm not gonna lie. And then either this round or the next round, we can get the lead sniper up, which should be a big power spike for our defense. Come on, let's get you up. Perfect. And I guess I'll just keep it on first targeted for now. This should be able to solo like a lot of the rounds. Even round 63, I don't think it's going to be a problem for us. Now I'll start saving up for an elite defender on this right sniper. Also, wait, Get jungle drums first. I should have had jungle drums all along, but I kind of forgot to get it. All right, round 60 BFB. This should not be a problem for us. Let's see Elite Defender do some work. Yeah, dude, the ceramics get absolutely annihilated once it pops. And now we're about to get the full auto rifle, which now has 2 shrapnel damage instead of 1 against balloons, which is a very big difference, especially in the early game rounds, where there's just a lot of balloons in general. Having double damage shrapnel changes a lot, I'm not gonna lie. All right, round 63. And round 63 gets absolutely annihilated. That is very satisfying to watch. How does it look with this on strong? Does that make a difference? Okay, strong targeting actually appeared to be worse, so we'll keep it on first. All right, and we're about 4k away on the save for the Elite Defender. Once I get this guy up, I'm going to be feeling very comfortable, because right now the only thing that's difficult for us, somewhat, is single target damage, which Elite Defender has covered. So yeah, I think this is the round, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, it's this next round. Elite Defender has been bought. Perfect. Saving for this was really easy. Now, honestly, I kind of want to get a Perma Brew. Saving up 51k definitely is not easy, but the reason why Perma Brew would work really well is because just the regular Alchemist buff has horrible uptime on something like an Elite Defender, and the Perma Brew would also just pair really well with the fully automatic shrapnel shot snipers, which I'll be spamming later. So if I could get the Perma Brew first, that would just be fantastic. I don't know if it will save that up though. 51k save up on Muddy Puddles is probably difficult. The one thing we do have going for me though is right now, after I've gotten this Elite Defender up, the rounds do appear to be extremely easy. Even round 75, which is typically one of the hardest rounds, got absolutely annihilated. All right, we've got round 78 now. This is a round with a big ceramic wave. The extra shrapnel damage will definitely come into work here. So let's see how fast we pop it. Oh, that was so quick. There's no way it would have been that quick without the shrapnel change. I'm telling you right now. And the funny part is, the second wave of ceramics, which are camo wave, should actually be easier to defend since sniper monkeys have bonus camo damage. So let's see. I think we're just gonna pop the second wave almost instantly. Oh, the second wave made it to like here. That was so funny. Okay. Round 79 is not even making it like an inch down my screen. Besides the fortified BFBs, those push a little bit. But we're good. And we've got the ZMG, ladies and gentlemen. How's our single target look? It does take us a little bit of time to pop the ZMG down. No cap. But we're good. Now we're into the 80s, which means we have super ceramics, which I was kind of worried about. But right now it looks like we kind of annihilate them. I'm not gonna lie. The +1 shrapnel damage to the ceramics is definitely making a pretty big difference on the balloon cleanup, I've got to say. There's no way it's not. Well, fortified on the other hand are actually a little bit scary, but we're still good. I mean, maybe I can make the save for this permanent brew. We're only about 17k away at this point, so like 4 more rounds or so, I probably save up for it. And the other nice part about the perma brew is it will give my Elite Defender permanent DDT damage with the shrapnel shot, because since it'll have the AMD buff on it permanently. I think Perma Brew would just be a fantastic upgrade to have. Round 84, oh my gosh, that round was super easy. We're back to ZMGs though. I've got a feeling this round's gonna be tough. The single target damage actually does appear to be my weakest point of this combo. Oh, no, we're good though. Do I forward it this round? Fortified BFBs are getting annihilated. Nope, I don't afford it this round though. Oh, we've got to fit 4 ZMGs? No way. No. Lucky for me, it's on this path though, which is probably the best path for the Elite Defender, with just how the angles work for the shrapnel. So maybe I'll be good. No, wait, I just bought that by accident. All right, take two. I was trying to buy my Perma Brew and accidentally clicked on the village. I think we're fine here, actually. Whoa, it's getting so close. Now we're good. Perma Brew has been bought. That is great. Even just having Perma Brew on the Elite Defender alone will make a massive difference for us. I mean, look at round 88 get absolutely annihilated. How do we look in ZMGs? Dude, even ZMGs, you can tell the difference. Like, it's insane. The damage buff we just got. And in all honesty, we are just going to keep spamming snipers. Do I want to get a second discount village first? That's my question. Oh, DDTs are not a problem either. Probably not. I think 1 discount village is fine for spamming snipers. Let's get another one right here. and we'll just get 0.24 full auto rifles. Yeah, these rounds are getting absolutely demolished. Round 92 is not a problem. How do we look against round 93 DTs here? Let's see. Oh, they get killed before they could pretty much come out. One interesting thing about my defense is I'm pretty sure like if there's 2 ZMGs, I think a lot of the time we'll pop the behind ZMG before the in front one, because most of the damage is through the shrapnel. You can see it happen just right there. So like if there's only 1 ZMG coming out, it might actually be hard for me to defend, but if there's 2, it could be easier. Which leads me to believe round 100 actually could be a problem round for me, since the shrapnel won't be good use against the BAD layer. So what could I do to help our round 100? Honestly, I could probably just save money, but it's fun spamming these guys. I mean, look how fast they're beating round 96. That's so crazy to me that full auto rifles can do this. Oh, fortified ZMGs. You can see I popped the back one first. Yeah, my theory about the shrapnel shot is correct here about popping the back thing, but it did actually take us a while to pop those. All right, here's what I'll do to help me out for round 100. I'll save up for a glue strike, but let's see us defend round 98 here. Round 98 should get absolutely annihilated, and it's looking like that's the case. I mean, this round is normally really difficult, but for the snipers, we're good. Glue strike has been bought. That's going to be an extra +2 damage for round 100 here. And I guess before the round comes out, let's get another... Well, actually, no. Let's save my money so I have options in case I struggle. Round 99 DTs get annihilated. We'll go for another sniper here. And maybe even another one. Let's see. Round 100 BAD. Can we take it down here? Oh, I forgot to use the glue strike right away, which was definitely not a good idea. I actually don't think we do. Whoa, we might be good. No, we're good. Let's go. Muddy Puddles Chimps has been completed. And there you have it, guys. We got our Muddy Puddles Chimps badge, which I think that's our 7th expert map finished on Chimps mode, which is pretty cool there. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button down below. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about the new sniper buff. Or I'm like out. Peace, guys. Have a good one.